Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ enjoy. Until I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
The Canadian government for its decision to deny visas to Nigeria Defense Chief of Defense Staff. No be ordinary person. Chief of Defense Staff. Odidi Chief of Defense. Then deny am visa. Hey! Canada. Una no look face. Una no know as they take you for Nigeria. Say anything wey involve the super people. They must get it anyhow. You don't deny them. You don't look face. Say na our oga pata. All our politicians. Waiting and they find go Canada. Canada, you no do well, oh. So they say Canada deny them. The defense staff, the chief of defense staff, Christopher Musafa, and other senior military officials. The officials were due to attend an event in Canada honoring war veterans. How many war na fight for Nigeria? Thank you, that veteran. How many war na fight? But only a portion of the delegation was granted visa, leading to strong reactions from Nigeria authority. Why are you fighting for other countries' authority? I mean visa. How many people they fight about Nigerian visa? Companies are folding up, leaving Nigeria. Expatriates are leaving Nigeria to go back to their country. Kile yin wa kiri. Kile yin wa wetin they look for. Musa recounted the experience, noting that he and his team had been invited to the veterans event, but faced an unexpected setback when some members of the delegation were denied entry. He described the situation as disappointing, but saw it as a reminder for Nigeria to strengthen its independence and resilience. Strengthen your independence and your resilience. When Canada wants your visa, don't give them visa too. Two, give four. Strengthen it. Do it back to Canada. Shebe you on South Africa. To orange man say he won't turn all South Africa white. He won't turn them to America. Those ones say they no want. Why are you fighting? Why are you vexing? Canada government, I no do well, oh. I no do well, oh. Share that test them fail in I been interview them fail. I deny ODD Nigeria, Chief of Defense Staff, and dignitaries. I deny them visa. Whether they had their children join and children of their family. Then go say they want to travel. Then go have different kind of people. They can't deny a visa. Kill them wakiri. She been a visit and I won't. Why are you crying out? She been a visit and I won't go visit. They say don't come and visit our country. Make na sit down for our country. Sit down for your country. If Canadian people apply for visa, no give them. There is no fight in this one. Why are you vexing? He stated every disappointment is a blessing. Yesterday, I was meant to be in Canada for an event to honor our veterans. Veterans in you want to honor your veterans in Canada or be in Nigeria. Egbo, any to wait. You people want to go to Canada to honor Nigerian veterans. Are you supposed to honor Nigerian veterans in Canada or in Nigeria? Egbani. Abi I don't know English ni. Our people you furnisher. You want to go and honor. So, Ewako delegates. Look at the way they are wasting our resources. So they will now pack people to go and do a program that is supposed to be done in Nigeria. They will pack them to Canada. Look at how much they will allocate. Canada say make una stay for Nigeria and do the program. The program will end. Why they pay you for body? So now want to carry yourself, go do Nigerian veterans. How many times America go do program of veterans outside America? Your veterans. Abemi ni mi ò gbọ́ English ni. Veterans are people wey don fight war. Abi? Ex-army officials. Officers. No be them they call veterans. You want to go and celebrate them in Canada. Canada don't disgrace our people. Abẹ́rí nǹkan báyìí. Tóyìn Àjàyí, you're welcome, jèrè. Ẹ wá pín extra code dání. Yepa. You see our life? They said we were invited. He said every disappointment is a blessing. Yesterday, I was meant to be in Canada for an event to honor our veterans, those who were injured during battles, and we were supposed to be there. The same veterans that you people are not taking care of in Nigeria. Which one? We were invited with our team. Half of us have gone and half have been denied. It's very disappointing. It is a clear reminder that the country must stand on its own, stand strong as a nation, and should no longer be taken for granted. Better. Now you are talking. Be a pride. They can do that to you because they know they stand gidigba. They know what they have. If you know what you have, you won't even bother to go and do that kind of a program outside Nigeria. It's supposed to be done in Nigeria. Why would you want to carry that kind of a program to go and do in a foreign country? A program involving your veterans. A program involving your country. You want to carry it to go and do in another country. For what? As what? As pen idea. Shey Nigeria and Ghana and Canada then fight war together and Abibawo. Why do you want to go and do it there? They said it's a clear reminder that the country should not be taken for granted. Very good. Nobody can take a country that has all it takes to be a country. If the country do the right thing, if a country is standing on its own, if they can treat you like that as dignitaries, imagine what ordinary Nigerians are going through. Imagine what ordinary Nigerians are going through. The same veterans that you are taking care of very well in Nigeria, or which one? The same veterans. Are these veterans in Canada? Are they living in Canada? Please, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ bá mi pè wọlé, all of you that can talk about this thing. The number to call +1 240 351 9287. Please call in to contribute. Ẹ dákun. Are the veterans living in UK or they are living in Nigeria? Is it the veterans you want to take to Canada? Sorry, I said UK, Canada. Are you taking the veterans to Canada? Is it the veterans that were denied or who? If Nigeria is the way it's supposed to be, every celebrate their veterans in their country so that all the people in the army, they can participate. Why are you taking veterans out of Nigeria? Out of Nigeria to go and celebrate them in Canada? For what? All the money you are going to use, is it necessary? Can't you use that same money to develop Nigeria? You will not carry. How much did you guys allocate for that kind of trip? Can you be transparent with that first? Let us know how much you have allocated for that trip. Can you be transparent to Nigeria and account for us how much you guys allocated for each dignitary that is traveling and the person that is going to be in charge? They want to go and enjoy on behalf of the veterans. So he said there should be a refund policy. Nibo, Nigerian reacts as lady deny. Èwo tún nìyẹn? Ọ̀tọ̀ tún nìyẹn. Refund policy ke. Refund policy. Visa fee is not refundable. Visa fee. Oshe Ayomikun. Olaniyi. Thank you, Abiola. So if you want to call in, please call in +1 240 351 9287. Ṣé ó yẹ kí Canada, did Canada do well or they did bad? Please call in and contribute. Somebody said wọ́n fẹ́ japa. Somebody said transparency níbo. Aha. Canada, wetin we do you? Why you deny our leaders visa? Our defense leader, why did you deny them visa? We want to know. The man no carry diplomatic passport ni abi báwo. Why did you deny them? They are bringing veterans from Nigeria to Canada. Canada is supposed to deny all of them, in my own opinion. Ṣé ẹ ní pé wọlé ni mí nìkan lè fẹ́ dáadáa ni? Ẹ má dá mi dá. Ẹ má dá mi dá. Àbí gbogbo yín wà níbi iṣẹ́ ni. If you call, I miss your call, I will call you back. You need speaker either.
Hello, Aunty.
Let me put on the speaker. Hello, hold on.
Olele to wonu eko, na be the case.
You no go comot.
Power on.
Olele to wonu eko, the one that has entered inside the eko, na be the case of our visa.
Connected.
Government, why can't you give our Nigeria, a whole giant of Africa?
Why now?
A whole giant of Africa. Hello, ma.
Yeah, we can hear you.
A whole giant of Africa. You know what they want to go and do in Canada. You know, in the UK we have the V. So we have the V Day, which is the 80th anniversary. For the World War, the Second World War.
Yeah, they do it here too.
So that's what that's all about. Okay.
But it's supposed to be celebrated in Nigeria now.
Ma?
It's supposed to be celebrated in Nigeria.
All Commonwealth countries can celebrate it in their countries. You don't have to come to the UK.
That's what I
Canada.
think too.
Because you remember the Second World War, Commonwealth countries, they sent their citizens to fight during the Second World War. I understand. But you see the cocoa of the matter. I'm glad that Canada refused them visa. And I'm hoping that they will that other Western countries will follow through. And the orange man, your orange man, he's also he has also gbẹ́sẹ̀lé Abacha's money. Owó tó máa ń mú wá látọ̀run yẹn, wọ́n ti gbẹ́sẹ̀lé. Yeah.
They won't release it again.
Ó ti gbẹ́sẹ̀lé owó yẹn náà. So Nigerian, hopefully this is the beginning. Hopefully this will be the beginning for African leaders. Boy, orí àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ wá straight, maybe. And maybe people will now learn to ask questions. Because of course, the foreign aid, I mean, yes, it might not be a good thing that they've held on to the foreign aid.
They've held on to that. They've stopped that.
Now that they have withdrawn it, maybe everybody's head will straighten. Because every Western country too, everybody too wants to adjust their own system. But it's a good thing. But my question to these people, like you are saying, Aunty, the veterans that they want to go and honor. See, I want veterans in Nigeria. They want to go and honor their name in Canada. The same veteran that did not pay pension. That their family won't pass in Nigeria. Auntie, remember the days of better life? Remember Maria Babangida? How should we do better life? Should we collect Kidon Poruko from the local women and go and be receiving an award abroad? History will not forget itself.
Yes, so.
So let's wait and see.
I'm
glad that something like this is happening. Because it actually disgraces our system.
They should revenge.
And hopefully they will learn their lesson.
They should revenge.
All right.
Why Canada? Why Canada? That should be the question. Why Canada? They cannot. They should deny Canadian people too now.
The education system in Nigeria is all Western education now. Did you not? I don't know if you came across the advert of a school, of a UK school that is advertised. They actually own a school in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
They have a campus in Nigeria, and it costs £30,000.
Okay, I saw it. I saw it, and I was wondering, do people really go to such school?
Until they go.
Who are the people going? Politicians.
As the politicians, they shall go. People shall go. Because if they are not going, until you know the way you borrow now, if they are not going, they will not go and build their business there.
So after the school, how about job?
Auntie, do you not understand what's going on in Nigeria? It's brain drain system. Of course, now what they are doing with the education system is our education system is actually training people. They are training people to leave the country because of the education. And a child that did a British curriculum, when that child graduates, the child is not going to sit there in Nigeria now.
At all.
Or the one that did a Canadian curriculum. Even Turkey last school was in Nigeria. Turkey in EBB.
Wow.
Aunty, they say in their language, it is well with them.
Hey, Naija. So for somebody asking for the number,
I have a friend that has a private school. We were having a conversation, and when I asked, I said, "What do you guys?" He said that the private school, that the way they run their private school in Nigeria now, from the moment you want to enroll your child, you will ask you, where do you want your child to end up? Do you want the child in America? Do you want the child in Europe? You need to say the country, and they tailor the curriculum to the country that the child wants to end up.
Wow.
It is well.
Where's the future for that country? Where's the future for that country? Thank you for your call. So for those that are asking for the number to call, the number to call is +1 240. I'll put it on YouTube now. +1 240 351 9287. WhatsApp only. Remember to put +1. That is the number to call. +1 240 351 9287. That is the number to call to contribute. Wow. So why they call the pepper body? If Canada do something, yourself do it back. Oton, no fighting. Canada say make na stay for our country. You want to do something for expatriates. I mean for veterans. The same veterans that are in Nigeria or they are in the country. So you carry them. Who are you? Are you carrying those veterans? You didn't mention veterans among the numbers of the people you mentioned. The defense staffs and the others. Who are the others? Who are the others that are traveling to Canada? Every country celebrates Veterans Day in their country. They do it here. They celebrate it in their country, not outside. Aberi Canada, bo se tashiri won bayi. SARS Canada help us expose them. So these are the kind of things you travel for. You travel for allocate fund, public fund. All of you will carry yourselves and you go. Anyway, the number to call in to contribute is +1 240 351 9287. Do you think Canada has done the right thing, or they shouldn't have done this to our leaders? What do you think? Somebody said let them try France and UK. Okay, so that is the number. The number is pinned. The number is pinned on YouTube, it's pinned on Facebook. You can call to contribute. If I miss your call, I will call you back. Strictly on what's on oh sorry. Your contact. If you call, I miss your call, I will call you back. Hello, good afternoon. The number is there. Edakro.
Without visa for their chief of
staff, defense staff. Yes.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Yeah, these politicians, they are not going to Canada for any
Veterans program.
in recent years. Their new destination to buy property when they steal Nigeria money. They come because it's not easy. Hello?
Go ahead. Yes, I can hear you. I'm just saying, with your information. Go ahead.
Yeah, so they can't go to US is tough now with this Bakaba that is there now and some other things. So Canada is their new destination. They have some agents in Canada that help them to buy out. When they steal money, they bring to buy property, something like that. Now, if you look at this visa, if you apply for Canadian visa or any program in Canada, in their form, background information, they will ask you, have you ever served in any military organization?
Yes.
Have you ever served in any government that some blah blah blah? They will ask those questions. Those are the security questions, something like that. And then Nigeria, I suspect the chief of defense of those people, they were denied based on section 35(1)(b) of the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act, that if you are a senior government official, that you are in the service, that government that has been accused of human rights violations, then you are inadmissible to Canada. Not only if any police officer, if a policeman, even just a corporal, apply for Canadian visa today, and you indicate in your visa that you are a policeman, they will deny you visa because they've designated them as people that violate international human rights law.
Oh.
So that is not only the Minister of Defense. If anybody that, even if you call yourself a senior civil servant in Nigeria, they will scrutinize you very well before they give you visa, because Nigeria has been designated as a country where they violate international human rights.
Wow. Okay.
And there is a lot of accusation about the Nigerian military. Some of their officers conniving with terrorism, all those kind of things. They have all this information. So that's why I suspect that's why they refuse them visa.
And with this social media too, exposing what is going on.
Yeah. So that's it. Even if that Inspector General of Police, if you apply for Canadian visa today, they will refuse them.
Wow.
Yeah, because they have the record of how they brutalize the people who protest, all these end bad governance protests, how the minor, how they arrange the imprisoned minors, and they arrange minors in court.
But
so
some of them were given visa.
If the police apply for visa today to Canada, they will refuse him.
But it was not all of them that was denied. Hello?
Because they have record of human rights violations on their neck. So thank you very much.
MIT, don't go yet. But some of them were given visa now. Utilo. Wow. Utilo. I love your contribution, so I'm calling you back.
Hello?
Yeah, mo ń bèrè kankan lọ́wọ́ yín. Yeah, you made some valid points. My question is, some of them were given visa. Not all of them were refused.
Yeah, those ones that were given visa, I told you they are. If you go and check, I can go and check it. Go and check IRPA, Immigration and Refugee Protection Act of Canada. Say senior government official. Those people they are not junior. They are just normal. They are just,
okay, so the senior ones were the ones that were mostly denied.
Yeah, but those ones that were denied, so they were the senior ones among them.
How that bad?
Senior ones. But those ones that were given are those junior ones, because they know that those ones they can, because they know maybe they all do civil servants among them, something like that. Maybe like permanent secretary, director, or all those kind of meetings. But the main one, all these ministers or chief of army staff, they deny them. You remember there was one man that came to Canada. One man went to Canada to claim an asylum. And he was denied asylum because he was a police officer in Nigeria.
Wow.
Because they said that the Nigerian police, they have record of human rights violations. So, and Canada, especially Canada doesn't joke with anybody that involved in international, all this espionage, terrorism, all those kind of things. Canada doesn't joke with them.
Wow.
Once they have anything that link you to all those terrorism, human rights violations, then they will make you not admissible to that country.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, man.
What's the idea? So they will get there one day. So the number to call in to contribute is +1240 351 9287. If you like to call in to contribute, okay. If I miss your call, I will call you back. All right, you are on. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. It's an amazing topic you're dealing with today. And I really thank you so much for that. First and foremost, based on what the last caller said, I think if that is actually true, that Canada is actually having, these provisions to ban, senior, political office holders in Nigeria, I think it's going to be a very noble idea. I mean, I've actually taken my time to think about it, that what is all this, thing about Japa? Everyone wants to leave Nigeria and go elsewhere. Is it because there's nobody in Nigeria? Is it because, Nigeria is that bad? But I've condensed the whole issue to one single thing. And that is basically when you look at the level of, the level of human rights crisis in that country, it's making the whole country so unsafe.
Yeah.
Right? Now, because these things are making the whole country so unsafe, wherever there's too much social crisis, businesses cannot thrive. Even if you give everybody $1 million each in the whole country. Because there's so much, so much tension in the society and all that, making it seem as if it's uninhabitable. Now, this is the genesis of us doing Japa and all that. That's why Japa, after Japaring, now you're in the Japa mode already. You're actually working towards probably, regularizing the country you are. And you have to deal with these issues of, the country that is actually hosting you again will now start threatening you with visa rules, changes and all that. And I've thought about it. When are we going to have that lasting rest? Now, going back to where we started from, then it's actually because, and this problem are very, very unnecessary. This problem starts from the fact that we have a society where we've made everywhere so uninhabitable that we have to live elsewhere. By the time we get to the places we go also, they make life tough for us, at least before we can actually regularize. They make life extremely tough.
Well, that's the rule.
Now,
they have the rules of their country.
Mommy, ma?
I said that's the they have the rules to their country. They have the right for that. To that.
Rules, and they have the right. So my question now in the whole thing is, when are we going to have rest? So the whole solution boils down to the fact that where we're coming from, we have to create that rest for us. But how do we create that rest? Our elite would never create that rest for us.
So it's good you are denying
Canada is that. Ma?
Go ahead.
Canada can actually have provisions like that in their immigration rules, trust me, mommy, it's going to be a very, very novel idea. But my own issue about the whole thing now is, if really Canada is having those provisions in their, immigration rules, it has to be across board. UK, Canada, and it's not just about having these things in the rules and they make it so coded, they make it so silent. It has to be pronounced. It has to be pronounced so that they have to send this panic wave to our elites. They have to send those panic waves to our elites so that it can actually create this kind of mindset shift in them to see that it's quite important for them to make wherever we're coming from habitable. Trust me, that is the only solution. And for me, if Canada is actually doing that, I dust my hat for Canada. They're really, really taking, a very, very good step, to be honest. They're really, really taking a very good step. Thank you so much, Mommy.
Thank you. Somebody said if you apply for US visa now, they ask you to list all your social media platform you have. Wow.
Yeah. We're getting to that point. We just pray to God that God will actually make us restore,
pray.
Where we're coming from.
Pray.
Because things are very, very...
You said pray.
It's from...
What have we achieved by prayers?
Pray. Mommy, what can we do? What's the solution if we're not praying?
You are a member of... If you are not... Prayer is the solution. Did you just say that? I'm disappointed if you are saying that. As my follower.
To extent, prayer is the solution. So
follower for how many years? You are talking about praying for the country. Which country? Which prayer?
What can we do?
Okay, what is going to be your...
What
will be your prayer point if you want to pray for Nigeria now? If they ask you pray for Nigeria, what are you going to pray for?
To be honest, God should touch the heart of everybody. To be honest, God should.
You will pray that God should touch the hearts of everybody. Who are the people God should touch their hearts?
Like the thing is, Mommy, a lot of times we talk about our elites and all that.
Can you just answer the question? Who are the people God should touch their heart?
There's no sense of citizenship in the heart of an average Nigerian. There's no sense of citizenship. An average Nigerian does not know what citizenship is all about. So it's so bad to the point that when you tell them about what citizenship is, you try to put your country first. An average Nigerian looks at you like, what's your problem? Why would you want to put your country first? Now, it now goes back to how our elites think. So the elites, they have the resources to make life difficult for people. That's the reason they're actually having their way. But my question now is, we can only say this about the elites because they are the ones, having this opportunity, to actually be more pronounced in the scheme of things. Mommy, an average Nigerian has no idea what citizenship is all about. So when I say
because we are not orientated to know that. We were not orientated, we were not trained to be to appreciate our citizenship as a country, as a people of Nigeria. We were not brought up to appreciate that.
We were not
an average American, an average baby American appreciates what it is to be a citizen of America. Because the country is doing what they need to do for them. What is Nigerian government doing for people that will make them to be proud and appreciate being a citizen? That is the question we should ask. Now, don't digress. Don't run away.
Okay. Yes,
don't run away. You were talking about us praying for the country. Now, I ask you a question. Yeah. I asked you what was the prayer point, and I said, who are we to pray for?
Mommy, for God, okay, going back to what I said, for God should touch the heart of each and every Nigerian.
Okay, because each and every Nigerian. Are the common people the ones in charge of the affairs of the country?
Not just everyone in charge of their affairs, every Nigerian.
So by God touching the heart of everybody, Nigeria will now be okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Because now, hold on.
Okay.
You are I know you are in a developed country. The developed country that you go to, most of them don't go to church. They don't even believe in God. So who is touching their hearts to do the right thing?
Now, this way is. Like, it's about their social consciousness in the advanced countries we are in.
So does it take prayers to do? Does it take prayer to get them to that point?
It's not prayer. It's not prayer. Like, things are so bad in Nigeria to the point that we can't. Okay, now we can actually then say, if we have to digress away from prayer, we can then say we should actually reorientate people. Mommy, who is going to reorientate an average Nigerian? Everybody, almost everybody.
Is it God that will orientate people?
Almost. Yeah, to orientate people to behave like normal citizens.
Is it God that will do that?
Mommy, is it? Like, okay, who's gonna do it, mommy? Who's going?
My God, I'm disappointed.
Me,
disappointed in you with what you are saying. Seriously, yes. God is going to tell people to do the right thing. Is it God that is telling you to do the right thing where you are? You want to take your car.
Mommy.
You want to drive. God will tell you how to drive your car.
Mommy,
how not to go over speed limits?
For me, the reason I'm saying this, okay, let me break it down to say, the reason I'm saying this is, mommy, the way I look at an average Nigerian,
coming
an
from
average
a
Nigerian
youth,
needs more than rehabilitation.
And it has to be by prayers.
It's so bad that, well, I think we just need a miracle for people's hearts to be touched. We need a miracle. Like, to be honest, mommy, it's that bad.
No insult on any
I'm not going to lie to you. Alright, thank you.
Coming from a youth. If my generation is saying that, even my generation at this dispensation should not even say that. Prayer to reorientate people, to make them know their social responsibility. It will take prayers. And you live in a developed country. It is finished. It is finished. Hello. No insult on any caller, please. No. You know my policy. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, I just want to react to what the last caller said about pray for our leaders.
Pray for our leaders to do the right thing.
For God to touch their
hearts. Yeah.
You know, this is one of the problems. You know, that guy is trying to be politically correct. You know, they use religion to divert people's attention from the reality. Now, they want you to pray for their leaders to do the right thing, not to steal, Abi. You pray for your leader not to. I said, average Nigerian. No, see, there's no problem with an average Nigerian. The people ruining that country, they are less than 5% of the population.
Less than.
And they don't. Okay, you have seen Nigerians all over the world, in America and Canada. How many of them behave the way these rogues in Nigeria behave? These leaders. People tell you that Nigerians are not the problem. Nigerians are law-abiding people. Nigerians are hard-working people. But we have bad leaders. They have rogues in power. For example, now, they want, the other time, somebody said that they should pray for our husband to do well in the government. Now, this is a man that if he has small headache, he will not go to pastor and say, call your pastor, I have stomachache, I have headache, I have knee pain, come and pay for me. Once they feel any ailment or headache, before you know, they take their private jet,
they travel out.
That's how they go to France. UK,
the number is pinned
for treatment, and then when it's now all for them to do what they are supposed to do for the people, they now say pray for the leader.
Let's pray for the leaders
to do it. And you ask the right. You ask him one germane question that the developers, people that don't have religion, China doesn't. They don't believe in God. The Chinese, they don't believe in God, and they are doing well. Who is now touching their heart in China? The issue is this: if you steal money in China, they execute you. That's just it. It don't matter how highly play. But in Nigeria, they celebrate thieves. Thieves are the one reading Bible verses for you there in the church. Thieves are the one preaching for them in the mosque. Something like After stealing the money, they will now go on here this afternoon, and they will now declare 40 days,
100 days fasting
and prayer. They will now say pray for you after they've collected their own rubber from the national cake. Then they will now come to the people and say, let us pray for our leaders. Something like that. No, we should stop gaslighting Nigerians that they are as if Nigerian citizens are the problem
of that country.
China, go to China there, they don't believe in either Muslim or Christian. They are doing fine. Who is touching their own heart there? Is it devil? People should stop all this nonsense, all this religious nonsense.
I'm disappointed in that, my brother. He's somebody that I know very well. He's been following me. Prayer about Kai.
Prayer about, I don't know, but everything prayer.
So it's prayer that will tell.
Okay, I was discussing with one of my colleagues that we are discovering there are so many things we see here. That boy has attention deficit hyperactive syndrome. And I told the person that what is this disability, this boy's disability is in Nigeria. They will say they will be taking him from one church to another. They will say affiliate people. They will say something like that. There are so many things that they don't believe everything is natural because they want to put religion control Apollo or religion you say sorry for my language. People should stop all those nonsense that gaslighting Nigeria that as if Nigerians were the problems of Nigeria. You know the people that are destroyed in face them. Don't think all Nigerians are bad. Thank you very much.